In a recent episode, we took you on a journey to the enigmatic Skinwalker Ranch, a place rife with paranormal phenomena and bizarre occurrences. We explored the ranch's connection to Native American legends, the chilling experiences of the Gorman family, and the scientific investigations carried out by the National Institute for Discovery Science, NIDS. I thought it would be a good follow-up to delve even deeper into the mystery of Skinwalker Ranch, as we explore the alleged involvement of the Central Intelligence Agency, or CIA, and draw from the intriguing follow-up book, Skinwalkers at the Pentagon. Why would one of the world's most powerful intelligence agencies take an interest in the remote ranch in Utah? What secrets were they seeking? And what did they uncover? To understand the significance of the CIA's interest in Skinwalker Ranch, we'll dive into the context of their history with investigating paranormal phenomena and explore the connections between the CIA, the Pentagon, and their shared curiosity about the ranch. So, grab a cup of tea, sit back, and relax as we examine the unexplained through the lens of espionage, secrecy, and the clandestine world of intelligence agencies. The CIA's involvement in paranormal research can be traced back to the height of the Cold War, when both the United States and the Soviet Union sought any advantage they could find in their global struggle for power. One such project, known as Project Stargate, was an initiative aimed at exploring the potential of remote viewing, a technique that purportedly allowed individuals to gather information from distant locations using only their minds. The CIA, along with other government organizations, funded research into remote viewing with the hope of using it for espionage purposes. While the results of Project Stargate were ultimately deemed inconclusive, the project demonstrates the CIA's willingness to explore unconventional avenues of investigation. Another notorious example of the CIA's foray into the world of paranormal research is the infamous MKUltra program. This covert operation involved a series of experiments on human subjects, aimed at developing mind control techniques as well as exploring the potential of psychic abilities. MKUltra has since become synonymous with unethical experimentation and government overreach, but it serves as a stark reminder of the lengths the CIA was willing to go to in its pursuit of knowledge. One of the key drivers behind the CIA's pursuit of the paranormal was the fear that the Soviet Union or other foreign adversaries might gain a significant advantage in the realm of psychic warfare or supernatural phenomena. The potential of adversaries developing psychic espionage capabilities, advanced mind control techniques, or even harnessing paranormal forces as weapons was a major concern for them. This fear led the CIA to continuously monitor and assess any potential threats or developments in this field. These historical examples of the CIA's interest in paranormal phenomena helped to set the stage for their involvement with Skinwalker Ranch. While the specific motivations behind the CIA's interest in the ranch remain a subject of speculation, it is clear that the agency has a long-standing fascination with the unknown and unexplained. And as we shall see, the events at Skinwalker Ranch would prove to be no exception. The agency's interest in such phenomena wasn't merely a passing curiosity. Rather, it was a concerted effort to explore any potential advantage that could be gained from understanding and potentially harnessing the unexplained. As a result, the CIA was heavily invested in various paranormal research projects throughout the years, creating a unique subculture within the organization. Their involvement with the ranch can thus be seen as part of a larger pattern of seeking to understand and control the unknown. By investigating the strange occurrences that occurred there, they hoped to gain insight into the nature of the phenomena and determine if they posed any potential threat or offered any strategic advantages. Over the years, numerous CIA personnel have been connected to Skinwalker Ranch, whether through direct involvement, peripheral interest, or simply being aware of the strange events taking place there. Some of these individuals held high-ranking positions within the agency, suggesting that the interest in the ranch wasn't limited to a fringe group of enthusiasts, but rather extended to the upper echelons of the organization. It's important to remember that the agency's interest in the paranormal isn't an isolated phenomenon, but rather part of a larger pattern of investigation and experimentation. This historical backdrop adds an extra layer of intrigue to the story, as it raises questions about the true extent of the CIA's involvement with the ranch and the ultimate goals of their investigations. There were some key figures within the agency who were directly involved. These individuals, some of whom held high-ranking positions within the CIA, played a crucial role in shaping the agency's response to the unexplained events at the ranch. One such individual was Dr. Harold E. Puthoff, a physicist and former CIA contractor known for his research on the remote viewing. Dr. Puthoff's involvement with the ranch began in the mid-1990s when he joined the National Institute for Discovery Science as a scientific advisor. His expertise in paranormal research, coupled with his connections within the CIA, made him a valuable asset for both NIDS and the agency. Dr. Puthoff's interest in the ranch was not only professional, but also personal. He was reportedly fascinated by the bizarre occurrences reported by the Gorman family and the NIDS team, and he sought to determine if these events had any scientific basis or could be exploited for intelligence purposes. His involvement with the ranch would ultimately lead to a series of meetings and collaborations with other CIA officials, further deepening the agency's connection to the location. Another key figure in the CIA's involvement was Dr. John B. Alexander, a retired U.S. Army colonel and former CIA consultant with a long-standing interest in paranormal phenomena. Dr. Alexander's involvement with the ranch began when he joined NIDS as a board member and played an active role in coordinating the Institute's investigations. Dr. Alexander's experience in non-lethal weapons research and his connections within the intelligence community made him an ideal liaison between the CIA and NIDS. He facilitated meetings and information sharing between the two organizations, helping to bridge the gap between the secretive world of intelligence and the often marginalized field of paranormal research. During their time at the ranch, both Dr. Puthoff and Dr. Alexander were involved in various investigations and operations carried out by the CIA. Some of these included the deployment of specialized surveillance equipment, the use of remote viewing techniques to gather intelligence on the phenomena, and even attempts to communicate with the entities believed to be responsible for these strange occurrences. While the full extent of their involvement there remains shrouded in secrecy, the actions and interests of key figures like Dr. Puthoff and Dr. Alexander provide valuable insights into the agency's motivations and objectives. Through their work, the CIA hoped to gain a better understanding of the unexplained events at the ranch and determine if there was any potential threat or strategic advantage to be gained from these mysterious occurrences. It becomes clear that the agency's interest extended beyond merely a handful of individuals. In fact, the CIA's involvement with the ranch can be seen as a part of a broader pattern of collaboration and cooperation between various government agencies, private organizations, and researchers in the field of paranormal phenomena. One such example is the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, AATIP, a secret Pentagon program that investigated UFOs and other unexplained aerial phenomena. While AATIP was primarily a Department of Defense initiative, it's worth noticing that some of the key figures involved in the program, like Luis Elizondo, had backgrounds in intelligence and counterintelligence, further highlighting the connection between the CIA and the study of paranormal phenomena. The CIA's involvement was not only focused on the collection of intelligence, but also on the potential application of the unexplained phenomena for tactical and strategic purposes. For instance, some of the agency's operations at the ranch involved attempts to recreate or harness the observed phenomena for use in surveillance, communication, or even as potential weapons. These efforts, while largely unsuccessful, underscore the CIA's commitment to exploring the potential advantages that could be gained from understanding and controlling the unknown. Another aspect of the CIA's involvement worth exploring is the extent to which the agency sought to influence or control the narrative surrounding the location and its unexplained events. Through its connections with the Gorman family, the NIDS team, and various other researchers, the CIA was able to shape the public perception of the ranch and the phenomena it was experiencing. By maintaining a certain level of secrecy and discretion, the agency was able to both protect its interests and ensure that the ranch remained a source of fascination and intrigue for the paranormal community and the general public alike. The CIA's involvement with Skinwalker Ranch represents a complex and multifaceted effort to understand, control, and potentially exploit the unexplained phenomena occurring at the location. Through the actions of key figures like Dr. Putoff and Dr. Alexander, as well as broader collaborations with other government agencies and private organizations, the CIA played a significant role in shaping the narrative and investigation of the events. The agency's efforts to harness the power of the unknown, while ultimately limited in their success, demonstrate the importance of remaining open-minded and curious when faced with the unexplained and mysterious aspects of our world. With a clearer understanding of the CIA's involvement, it's important to examine the connection between the agency and the Pentagon, as well as their shared interest in the unexplained phenomena occurring at the ranch. This connection is crucial in understanding the wider implications of the government's interest in the paranormal and the potential reasons behind their involvement. As mentioned earlier, one key connection between the CIA and the Pentagon was the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, AATIP, which focused on investigating UFOs and other unexplained aerial phenomena. This secret program was funded by the Department of Defense and had strong ties to the intelligence community, including the CIA. The existence of such a program indicates a high level of cooperation between the two organizations in their quest to understand and potentially exploit unexplained phenomena. Furthermore, it has been suggested that the CIA and the Pentagon may have collaborated on various projects and initiatives related to Skinwalker Ranch. These joint efforts could have included sharing intelligence gathered by the NIDS team, coordinating research efforts, and even conducting joint investigations there. Such collaboration would not only demonstrate the importance that both organizations placed on understanding the unexplained events at the ranch, but also highlighting the potential strategic value they believed to be derived from these phenomena. These relationships also raise questions about the extent to which other government agencies and branches of the military may have been involved or aware of the events. This possibility raises further questions about the true scope of the government's interest in the paranormal and the resources they were willing to dedicate to investigating these phenomena. The collaboration between the CIA, the Pentagon, and other government organizations also has significant implications for the flow of information about the events that took place. By working together and sharing intelligence, these organizations would have had a more comprehensive understanding of the phenomena occurring at the ranch, as well as the potential risks and opportunities they presented. However, this level of cooperation also raises concerns about the transparency of the government's involvement and the extent to which the truth about the events at the ranch may have been concealed or manipulated. It becomes increasingly apparent that their shared interest in the unexplained phenomena was not simply a matter of curiosity, but rather a concerted effort to gain a deeper understanding of the unknown and potentially harness its power for their own ends. This collaboration, while shrouded in secrecy, serves as a reminder of the importance of remaining vigilant in our pursuit for the truth, particularly when it comes to matters that lie at the fringes of our understanding. It's essential to consider the impact that this involvement had on both the perception of the events at the ranch and the broader implications for the paranormal community and the public at large. The CIA's interest in the unexplained phenomena may have had far-reaching consequences, shaping the way in which we understand and interpret these events. Ultimately, the lasting effects of the CIA's involvement are complex and multifaceted. While their interests may have contributed to a greater awareness and understanding of paranormal phenomena, it also raises concerns about the government's intentions and the extent to which the truth about these events may have been obscured or manipulated. As we continue to explore the unknown and seek answers to the mysteries that surround us, it's important to remain vigilant and critical, questioning not only the phenomena themselves, but also the motives of those who seek to investigate and control them. In this episode, we have delved further into the fascinating and enigmatic world of Skinwalker Ranch, focusing on the alleged involvement of the CIA and their collaboration with the Pentagon. We've explored the CIA's history of investigating paranormal phenomena, their interactions with the Gorman family and the NIDS team, and the connection between the CIA and the Pentagon in relation to the ranch. As we conclude this episode, I encourage you, our listeners, to explore this topic further. The book, Skinwalkers at the Pentagon, provides a wealth of additional information and insight into the CIA's involvement with Skinwalker Ranch. I'll include a link to the book in the description to this episode. This episode was written and narrated by me, James Deverell. Thank you for watching this video. Again, if you enjoyed it, please don't forget to hit the like button, and if you don't already, subscribe to my channel. I have just launched the podcast version of this YouTube channel on all major podcast platforms, so don't forget to head over to Spotify or Apple Podcasts and subscribe. Right now, the content down there is ad-free, so you can take advantage of that. Don't forget to check out the content I'm releasing on other platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And finally, if you or anyone else you know has a story about anything related to high strangeness, please reach out to me with a brief description to stories@daredeverell.com. Thanks again for watching.